Alrighty, hello everyone. Turns out that my first two videos that went up of me doing, this, again, I'm just going to refer to it as a Let's Play style format, because, I mean, that's kind of what it is, right? I don't really want to think about it as, like, a Let's Play or whatever, because sometimes, it's like, I don't know, that whole thing just seems weird. But my first two videos that I did ended up getting actually pretty good viewership. The first one's up around about 50 views, and then the second one is up around about like 25, 30. And that's like before I even put out the third one then. And so it's like, well, why wouldn't I do more of these, you know? Why wouldn't I continue to try and, put something out of me just playing whatever, doing whatever? Maybe at some point somebody will vibe with, what they're hearing, and they'll be like, you know what? This dude's pretty chill. I like him. I'll stick around with him. And yeah, that's where I am. So why not? And I figured this time might as well, do some Brotato, which I've done on stream before. This one, this one's easy enough, though, to just do a run of it, for something on YouTube. Progress-wise, I mean, I don't say beaten the game, but I beat up the Danger 5, which is the hardest difficulty, on a character. I don't remember, yeah, it's just one, I think. Yeah, just one. I'm a sucker for the engineer. But yeah, I'm kind of just going with whatever, honestly, for this. I'm just gonna look at what characters seem interesting, and then I'm gonna roll with it. I might even just do general, trying to beat, like, Danger Zero with some people first. Just to get a feel for things. Because before I launched this game, I checked, and the last time I played it was December 22nd, which, right now, it's February 23rd of 2023. Yeah, so it's been quite a while. Let's go with crazy. You start with one knife. I mean, I'd rather use the thief dagger, but fair. Oh, but shurikens are cool too. Maybe you can try to go for like 2 thief daggers, 2 lightning shivs, and 2 shurikens or something, just to spice things up. Minus 30% dodge. Okay, no dodge, no engineering, no range damage. Eek. All right, well, let's go with that. Let's just do a Danger Zero. Yeah, it's definitely been a bit since I've played this game. I can, actually probably stomach the music for quite a while. Not to say that the music's bad. The music for this game is actually pretty well done. I think it's actually good. When you think about most games, like the soundtracks they put out. The problem is after a while, it just loops and loops, and you hear the same thing over and over again, and you're like, alright, I need a bit of a break. Lightning Shiv, that is what I was looking for. Good. The Thief Dagger. Don't mind if I do. I'm gonna sell the knife, because I just don't want it. Wow, okay. Well, let me grab that. Or lock that. Yeah, I don't... It just, after a while, it's like you hear the same songs over and over, and you're like, I'm done with this. And so, when I stream this, in one of my VODs that's up on the channel as well, I ended up playing music that, while the artist said, like, oh, no, it's not really, like, copyrighting anything, I won't, like, take your guys' videos down or whatever. Turns out I still get, like, the copyright notifications and things. And so, obviously, I'm probably gonna, I'm not gonna be able to, like, monetize that if the time were to ever arrive to start monetizing my videos. But, I mean, whatever, by then I'm hoping to be moving on and doing bigger and better things that I won't need people to be able to, constantly revisit all my older stuff to make any sort of anything out of it, whatever, I feel like I'm at a loss of, topics to, like, talk about, which, I mean, is, obviously not a good thing if I'm trying to record something that's like a Let's Play, right? Obviously, I can comment on, like, the game, I guess. That's, one of the things, but it's like, I don't know how many people are just gonna tune in and want to just watch the game, And if that's the case, then they should just mute me, like, I don't know. Just, like, mute it and watch the gameplay. Alright, cool. I'm gonna run 3 Thief Daggers and 3 Lightning Shivs. Another big driving factor, it felt like a calling for me to want to play this game, was I woke up earlier, and I say I woke up earlier. The time that I usually wake up is like maybe 2, 3 in the afternoon. I'm on a very poor sleep schedule, don't judge me. But I go to my computer and I open up Twitch and everything, and the first thing I see is one of the streamers that I just enjoy watching, Lyric. I can't remember what game he was playing at the time, but he had stopped playing it, and someone said, like, oh, why don't you play Brotato? And, like, he hadn't played it in a while, and so he's like, you know what? Shit, why not? And so he re-downloaded it, like, super quickly, because obviously it's like a couple 100 megabyte game, and then started playing it. And I was like, you know what? That was one of the games I was thinking about doing for, you know, recording some videos. So it feels kind of perfect, really. It felt like a good sign of, like, you know what? This is what I'm gonna commit to for, you know, for right now. Make a couple videos off of this. Just some random runs, you know. Because these, you know, compared to a game like Vampire Survivors, you know, kind of a similar style of game, obviously. Go around, you know, level up, you know, get new stuff for your builds and everything, and then you go for, like, 30 minutes or whatever. The key part there is I said 30 minutes, because obviously in that one, you know, you're doing, like, 30 minutes, you know, of a run. Assuming you make it that far, obviously. But, I mean, you know, this one, it's like, waves last anywhere all the way up to, like, 90 seconds. Obviously, they can go longer by the fact that sometimes I stall, because I'm looking at stuff in the shop, you know, between waves. Or I'm doing shit that just, you know, takes up time. But, you know, I don't know. It feels like a good kind of game to make a few, you know, shorter videos about. My motivation is actually up to do a lot of this stuff, too, because, like I said, you know, I didn't expect, you know, when I put out, like, my first 2 videos of me just playing Soulstone Survivors, to see that after, like, a 24-hour period, I had about 40 views on my first video, and I was like, what? Who's watching this? I got, like, a random person I don't even know commenting on it. If you're there watching this one, too, I appreciate you. Thank you. I mean, some were obviously people that I know, and I appreciate that, honestly. You know, I take support from everyone, everywhere, and, you know, I very much appreciate it. But, yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought. Let me do that. Reroll. Reroll. Riposte. Oh, that's new. Hold on. Or at least I haven't seen it yet. 2 melee damage. 6% chance to deal 6 to an enemy while dodging their attack. Yeah, that would be nice if my dodge wasn't minus 30. Yikes. I can't do anything with this. Engineering is also minus 10, so it's trash, but if I step in the way of a medical turret, it'll heal me for 2. So you know what? I gotta go with that. Building off the point that I was making before, just throwing it out there, that anyone who does watch these, I very much appreciate you. Like, I know that there are so many other videos on YouTube, so many other people, and obviously I know that a lot of it might not be for, you know, my voice, my expert commentary, my crazy humor, my witty personality, anything like that, because I have none of the above. But, you know, well, no, I can't say I have none of the above. I only said voice. I do have a voice. But I don't know. You know, stuff like this can be very entertaining depending on the person that you're watching, I feel like, right? And enjoyment of things is very subjective. Pick up 20 consumables during the run. No shit. That must be a new achievement, because obviously I would have gotten that before. 5 per harvesting, and, well, I mean, why wouldn't I take that? Come on. 20 luck, but minus 2 HP regen. I like luck. I can't help it. Well, I mean, shit, let's recover that HP regen right now. I'm already starting off with throwing swears in my, my video. But I know that's probably not something I should be doing. But that's okay. Block that. Yeah, I'll take that. Are you kidding me? I mean, it's below, like, the halfway point still. Why not? They added a revolver, too. I haven't played since they added the revolver, so I think I might do a video where I want to do a build around just having revolvers. Because I can't help myself with that sort of stuff, you know? I see something and I'm like, you know what, I want to try just experimenting with one build where I'm doing just this. Obviously, I know I can do things, you know, the right way. And by that, I mean, you know, where I'm pretty much guaranteed to win. Based on what the shop gives me, obviously. But I don't know, I like to experiment, I like to have fun with it. Doesn't hurt to try something new when you're playing a game. Except for games like Soulstone Survivors, where I'm just doing all debuff builds because it's just, like, massively debuffing the enemies. Though that one backfires sometimes too, because then I don't focus so much on making sure that the stuff that I actually have is, like, very good, you know? 4 HP regen, % damage. I don't have any damage. Armor would be nice since I have no dodge whatsoever. Yeah, why not? I'm getting too picky over a Danger Zero run. I noticed that now where, you know, 2 games. I'm trying to, like, you know, ease my way into things, right, with these videos. Obviously, when I play Soulstone Survivors, I was doing things on, like, not super hard difficulties or whatever. But it just felt like, you know, might as well do something relaxing, do something, you know. And that doesn't mean that, like, not all of my videos are going to be super stressful or, you know, they will just be all super cozy, relaxing, you know, oh, I'm just playing a game, you know, I'm doing it on the easiest difficulty. Obviously, I'm going to try to challenge myself at some points by, you know, doing different things. But it, you know, you got to start somewhere, right? And so if this is something that you enjoy watching, then, you know, like, just seeing people play Brotato, then maybe this is just for you. Or if you're, like, you know, super critical on certain things like that, you're like, man, I want to watch these videos and yell at someone for not picking the right things at the right time, like they should be. Damn, he recycled that cog at, you know, 12 minutes into the video, 13 minutes into the video. Time to go down to the comments and yell at him over this. Feel free to. Don't do it. Armor, harvesting. Let's go with the harvesting since it's a tier 3 upgrade. Give me the bunny, give me the piggy bank. Roll. I do like the snail. Just slowing everything down is kind of nice. A jousting lance. Or I think medieval was a type before, but jousting lance. Interesting. I have not seen that one. Minus 10% damage while standing still. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Alright, let's do that and then go with this because I have the piggy bank. God, I can already think about it. I just want to record videos just doing this and having like 6 jousting lances for the character. Is that weird? I hope not. I don't know. It just feels like it would be fun. You're constantly running around the map. If I make my speed, like, insanely massive, you know, I'm just going flying around the level, killing everything with, you know, lances. I'm stabbing them. The neat thing about this game is I could just sit here and, like, you know, one hand on WASD, and I could just chill. You know, I could kick back if I wanted to, relax, not do too much. Not a care in the world. I mean, that's not to say that obviously I'm not going to run into issues where things start killing me and I'm like, oh geez, gotta make sure I'm paying attention. But, you know, sometimes just chilling is nice. Plus 1 damage for every permanent +1 speed you have. +9, so it's +9 damage, but then... so as long as I keep my speed up, this could actually be very beneficial. Let's do that. +3 max HP, but start the next wave with 1 HP. I have no HP regen, so we're going to say no on that. Not that I couldn't get it in the shop, but... Or right now, I guess. There's no point in doing dodge. Crit chance, huh? I do like that. Yeah, adding more crit chance is kind of nice. Why? I just realized I recycled the little muscly dude, didn't I? Like, it gave me one from one of the item crates, and I just recycled it. When obviously it would be a good thing, because my build runs off of melee damage. I mean, the -15 range doesn't do too much, because it's literally melee weapons, you know? Shit. Well, whatever. You live and you learn. That's just all bad. Oh, cool. Let's get an upgrade going for that. Another reroll. One more reroll. Alright. Screw me, I guess. We'll just keep going. I mean, it's also wave 11. You know, not expecting things to be, you know, super over ridiculous just yet. Excuse me. Kind of hiccuping a lot during any of my videos. I apologize for that. I just, you know, sometimes when you talk and you talk and you talk and you're just not, you know, like your breathing is like very like quick and everything between like you just talking or whatever. You just tend to get the hiccups, you know? And that happens to me quite often. It also rolls off of, like, you know, my diet and everything, too, because I definitely, admittedly, don't eat the best. Nice, wave completed. +4 armor, wow. But +9% speed will give me some damage. I like the armor. I mean, for that tier of upgrade, you know? Why wouldn't I? +8% damage, special enemies appear at the beginning of the next wave. For +8% damage? Sure. Let's give that a shot. I've actually not seen that before, so that must be new since the last time that I played. Double bait? Try me. Gain 35% more materials from recycling items. No. Alright, well, I gotta go with this. I'll get this now. I mean, you still get like 40 materials. Oh, jeez. Are these the special enemies? What the heck? Alright, holy crap. Yeah, so remember when I said it was Danger Zero and I probably didn't have to worry too much? I mean, I definitely also played like an idiot. Again, this is my first game, or first run in 3 months that I've played the game, you know? So don't judge me too heavily if I make some stupid mistakes. But yeah, that was something. Alright. I'll remember that for the next time I go to grab the bait. That being said, I think the plus 16% damage overall is probably worth it. I don't know. We'll see in the long run. The metal. Well, let's see. Just a minus 4% crit chance. That's not bad, I guess. I could throw my range back out of the red. Or I could pop up the melee damage. Let's do my melee damage. Another free reroll, huh? Don't mind if I do. Oh, I don't have any... Okay, that's blue thief daggers. I thought I was going crazy for a second. Oh, look, it's Tyler. For 1 damage each? Alright, never mind. That is not worth it. A pruner. Spawns a garden that creates a fruit every 15 seconds. That's interesting. Huh. That's new from when I last played. Neat. I have to resist. Give me a tier 4 jousting lance. I want to try, you know, I want to try using the jousting lance. I can't help it. And that reminds me, when I was younger, I guess I say when I was younger, technically, you know, I went to it once when I think it was like, it was around 19 or 20 the last time I had went. But I went to, there was like a Renaissance festival that would happen in New York, you know, 20 minutes away, or 20 minutes. I say 20 minutes. I don't know what my mind is on right now. 2 hours. Big jump there. It was about 2 hours or so away from where I lived. My sister loved going there. My parents thought it was cool and everything. I went a few times as a kid. And then, you know, last time I went was probably when I was around 19 or 20 or so. But I got to see jousting, like, live. Like, they did it for the Renaissance Festival, and it was actually really cool. Obviously, you know, I imagine it's about as dangerous as it, you know, as it looks. I mean, even if people are wearing, like, full metal, like, you know, armor and everything, it's a lot of force if somebody's hitting you right in that and you're going, like, flying off a horse. But afterwards, what they do is, I mean, there were wooden, like, you know, jousting things as well. Jousting lances. And they would, like, chop them up afterwards and, like, hand them out to, like, kids and everything in, like, these little bags along with a few other little souvenir things. And I probably still have 1 or 2 of those, like, bags or whatever somewhere with, like, the pieces of, like, the jousting lances that you would get to see. It was just really cool. And now anytime I think about jousting, like, I just think about, you know, where we would always go because we'd sit in the same, like, spot every time to watch it. Have, like, the same view. And it was just really neat. Memory unlocked. I don't know what that motion I did was, you know, it was very weird, I'm sure. Oh my god. I would say not having dodge is hard, but I mean, I also can see the screen and I should be doing a little bit better than I am at not running into things. But oh well. I think so far, this run is going pretty well. Nothing I can complain about. Again, running on Danger Zero. Obviously, it's probably not going to be too difficult. But, you know. I mean, I'm not in this for the +2 engineering. It's mainly the luck and the chance to double the value of materials I pick up. Yeah, why not? Oh, this video's been going for like 23 minutes. Alright, so maybe these videos will be a little longer than I anticipated when it comes to Brotato. I did, you know, go a bit extra in the opening. You know, I probably, talked a little more than I could have before getting right into the meat and potatoes of the video, but that's not a bad thing, right? You know what's crazy? I get notifications all the time on Instagram. I literally made an Instagram, and I've posted nothing on it. And I feel so bad about that. Because I'm just like, yeah, you know what? I'm doing the whole streaming thing. You know, thinking about doing the whole YouTube thing. I just want to make an Instagram or something, right? You know, I'll just post random stuff on there. The thing is, I take no pictures of myself. If anything, the most that I take pictures of would be like my cats and stuff. But how many other people post pictures of their cats on Instagram, right? I'm just gonna be, you know, one of many. Well, getting this was pointless. Or no. What was the one that I got that attracts things again? The baby gecko. That's pointless, because I'm actually gonna buy this. And I'm gonna do the garden. I'm gonna re-roll... Oh. Alright. Give me both of these. Re-roll again. And cut it there. Okay. But yeah, I haven't done anything with it, and I feel like I'm throwing. You know, I should definitely be doing something with that, because who knows? You know, maybe eventually what'll happen is, like, I post a picture of a cat or something. Of my cat. One of my cats. Quite a few. And it just takes off, and everyone's like, man, I'm gonna follow this guy. That'd be cool. I just gotta be honest, sometimes I'm not good with keeping up with stuff like that, and doing things like I, you know, obviously probably should be. But you live and you learn, right? That's how life goes. Just like that Crush 40 song says, live and learn. I don't think the rest of the song is very applicable to the situation that I'm describing, but you know, 3 words from it are that, and I was able to make a reference off of it. The deal 4 times. I mean, don't my attacks already kind of do that? Is that extra though? Whatever. Why not? Let's do that. Oh, hello. Grinds Magical Leaf. Plus 3 max HP at the end of a wave. At the end of a wave. Lifesteal at the end. There's literally no downsides to that. Why would I not get it? And throw another one of these out here. Just because. I mean, again, I only have like 3 more waves to go, but like, some of those things were pretty good. I'm not gonna pass up on that. Because in the end, you know, a little bit extra of anything, not a bad thing going into wave 20 against the boss. Instead of stalling out and just, you know, running the clock out against the boss, I'd like to just absolutely murder them. With time to spare. Because then it feels like a much more satisfying win, you know? After saying that in my mind, I kind of thought about it for a second, and I'm like, you know, I just said it again as I'm going to talk about it. I say you know a lot. Like, I'm either A, talking to somebody and asking them, hey, you know how this is, when there's, you know, a chance they might not. It's one of those speech tick things, obviously, right? You know, I'm sure a lot of people do the same thing. They have the same tick where they're like, you know, I'm just... as I'm explaining it, I'm saying it again. I just say, you know, at the end of everything. And that's not a bad thing. You know? I guess some people could get annoyed by it, you know. I may be doing it once or twice here to be cheeky about it. But who knows, maybe somebody will comment on my video and be like, this guy says you know a lot. Who's bro think he's talking to, right? Obviously nobody. I'm talking to myself. Well, I watch a lot of videos on YouTube where people put up and they're just doing this sort of thing. They're just talking to themselves. They're just talking into the vast void of nothingness while playing a game or doing whatever, right? And that's okay. If you don't like my, you know, what I'm doing, maybe even instead of expressing a distasteful opinion, you could just go away, right? That's something I've come to learn. It's like a big thing. Man, some people sometimes just need to learn that if they don't like something, you don't need to say... You don't need to make it, like, too super known, you know? You don't need to, like, really throw it out there in a way where it's like, if other people are enjoying it, just let them enjoy it, right? But very often now, I'm seeing a lot of people who just, they don't like something, and they need to make it known. They need to make sure that people understand that it is just something they do not like. And in a way, you know, bringing a lot of the fun down with it. I don't remember if it was exactly today that it came out, because I only just watched Moist Critical's video on it. But that new Winnie the Pooh movie, the horror one, Blood and Honey, you know, that came out. And I'm just going to say right now, I don't think anyone who hears that sort of thing, like Winnie the Pooh became public domain, and people started making a horror movie out of it. It's, I think, an indie, like, type film as well, in a sense, where it's, like, people, obviously not, like, a big studio doing it. I don't think anyone should go into that expecting it to be good, right? Because it's very obviously not going to be good. But there are going to be people out there who enjoy it, you know? And sometimes not for the fact that, like, oh, you know, I'm watching it because I think it's a good movie. Some people just like it because it's, like, very funny, like, bad. Like, I know a lot of people who like to watch horror movies are just like, I watch this because it's so ridiculously stupid and kind of funny in a way that it's almost enjoyable. And I get that sort of take on things. That doesn't help me at all. There's no point in not spending as much money as possible because I'm on the boss wave. Can I heal any other way? No. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is, if you like something, that's cool. If you don't like something, but you see other people are enjoying it, maybe you don't have to be the type of person to rain on their parade and be like, well, I don't see how you can like this, because this, and this are wrong. And I say that while also probably being guilty of the same thing, you know? Because sometimes people say, oh, I really like this thing, and I'm like, what? How? There are so many other better things out there. How can you even think about enjoying this thing that is so genuinely bad, you know, objectively? But hey, it's human nature, right? I can't help being a hater sometimes. And I brought up the example of the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey movie. No shot. There ain't no way that I'm actually going to watch that movie. It's just, that's... I was probably a little too focused on talking, huh? Well, that run was a bust. Wow. Alright, so Soulstone Survivors, I was able to keep a run down to, like, you know, 18 minutes for a video, 23 minutes for a video. This one for, like, 33, 34 minutes. Interesting. I expected this one to go, honestly, a lot faster. And a lot quicker, I mean. But, yeah, I mean, this one I'm more, probably, more leaning towards just doing one run per video, especially if they're going to go this long. And I'm not going to be the type of person who's like, oh, if it's a bad run, I'm just not going to post it. I'm going to do it all over again, and then, you know. No, that's not what this is about. What this is about is the type of content that I would like to make. And the type of content I would like to make is just being able to randomly chat or whatever. And maybe I say things that while people watch it, they see some, you know, pretty decent, perhaps shitty gameplay. And they just hear someone who they can relate to in some way, you know, talking over it. That would be cool if that was, you know, something that would actually take off in a way. But who knows? I don't know. I've only done 2 videos so far. Like I said, they've actually been performing, like, pretty well. And while I'm only still at, like, 8 subscribers as of me making this video right now on YouTube, we'll see what the future holds. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you really liked what you saw, please feel free to give it a like. If there was anything about this video that really irked you, or you feel like you need to say something, leave a comment. I would appreciate that very much. And if you enjoy anything, about either this video or the content that I'm making, subscribe to my channel. I would love it. The support, I appreciate it very much. That being said, thanks everybody. See you in the next one.